Well guys, it's been a few months since I've last posted a video on this channel and you're probably wondering why, and I'm going to explain that, but first, let's find somewhere for me to explain. You know what? I think this place is a good start. There's a few reasons why, but let's address the elephant in the room with the first reason, and that is because of the Funko Fun Days hints videos that have been posted regarding the various content creators. And if you guys follow the Instagram page, I did go on this huge rant talking about how it's unfair of some of these people getting the opportunities and not me. And it had a lot of people message back saying, oh, you're ungrateful, you are entitled. I've heard just about everything you could possibly say to respond to what I posted on Instagram. So I just thought it was a perfect time to kind of get myself on a little bit of a mental health break when it came to specifically the Reviewed by DK channel, because I'd been grinding on that channel for such a while. And I do want to take the time to apologize for anyone that did get offended by what I ended up posting. I did go about it the wrong way, and it's not just the Funko Fun Days video that made me have a break on this channel. There is a couple more reasons, but because of the gorgeous place I'm in right now, let's find somewhere else to explain this even more. How about we pick this shady spot here in front of the SS Kino. Second reason I haven't been making content on this channel as of late is because I was really focusing on my other channel, Pro Wrestling What If, the channel where I dive into the what if scenarios regarding the world of professional wrestling. Some of you guys that have been around to the channel for a while know that I've been really focused on that channel. I launched it back in 2024. It has gained so many viewers and so many subscribers that it's actually surpassed this channel. And I've mentioned before that kind of in a business sense that's kind of like my number one priority as a content creator on YouTube, is focusing on that channel. And when it comes to that channel and then trying to run this channel, considering I do have a YouTube channel membership that offers bonus content on that channel, that brings it up to like 3 days a week that I'm doing YouTube content. And sometimes when I get done with even a video on this channel, then I gotta get ready to do content on the other channel that takes quite a bit of time, almost to the point where I'm almost late on posting content on a weekly basis. So I felt that I needed a bit of a break on this channel in order to actually catch up on that channel, be ahead of schedule like I once was. I used to be literally like a month ahead of schedule, which I currently am, on content for that channel, so that way I can make more time to do content on this channel and not feeling like I have to rush a video in order to get something done. And I guess once again, let's move over to another location and tell you guys another reason why. All right, how do we get down here? Probably down this hill here, and then I'll find some sort of cool spot. You know what? I could probably sit in this spot, not gonna lie. Shout out goes to the unacceptable viewer. And the reason that they ended up getting a shout out is because they joined our YouTube channel membership, which only cost $1.99 a month. Not only do you get the shout out, but you do get lots of other perks, including early access to every single video and shorts that we produce on this channel. So definitely consider joining our YouTube channel membership. It will be greatly appreciated and it will go a long way of helping out this channel a lot. So definitely consider it, but let's get right back to the video. And the final reason why I haven't made content on this channel for a while is because I'm actually not home as I'm recording this. When this gets released, I believe it will be the first or second week of June. But as I'm recording this part, it's actually the second week of May, as I'm currently on a 5-week professional wrestling tour across the Yukon territories, which explains some of the scenery you have been seeing, like across from me right now, where we do have a beautiful view of the mountains with trees, and you can even see more closely some ice chunks from an iceberg actually flowing across the water. Quite a spectacle to actually view, especially right now as I'm sitting on this like piece of cement or whatever. And so each week on this wrestling tour, we actually run a bunch of camps to teach kids how to wrestle for a few days, and then we end off the week actually doing a full-on wrestling show before moving on to the next community. And because this is week 2, last week, the first week I started this, was in a little community called Watson Lake, and now this time around I'm in a very small community known as Dawson City, which you may have heard before because Dawson City is famously known for the gold rush that happened in the late 1800s and early 1900s. And so I get to spend a week here, and we even have a cool view of the streets where it's almost feeling like Back to the Future 3, where it takes place in 1885. Such a cool view to see, especially because if you tune into this channel, you know that I really like Back to the Future. And so being out here in the Yukon territories, and with me not having my computer or camera at all, I'm not able to film and record. And you're probably wondering, how am I recording this? So that's because I'm filming it on my phone currently, and then when I get back home, that's when I'm going to piece everything together, and then you guys will be able to view it. I mean, I guess you are viewing it right now. You get what I'm trying to say. So yeah, the whole thing about the Funko Fun Days, the fact that I've been really busy about Pro Wrestling What If because I was preparing to go on this tour, and then of course the tour that I've been on throughout the past 5 weeks in the Yukon territories, to where I'm not actually able to make videos besides recording on my phone right now. And I thought a way that I can end off this video is kind of catching up on some videos that I normally do at the end of the month. That would be the top 10 list for the monthly Funko Pop announcements, but because I gotta go through 2 months with there being April and May, I'm gonna shorten both of those lists to only a top 5. But for April 2026, coming in at number 5 is iShowSpeed for the WWE lineup. I was ecstatic to see that iShowSpeed finally has a Funko Pop, but I think it is the fact that it is a part of the WWE lineup with his appearance at WrestleMania 42, instead of maybe like the Icons lineup to actually go with streamers like Ninja, that it should have been a part of that lineup and then been more of a normal iShowSpeed instead of that WrestleMania outfit. However, I still think it is really cool in that they actually made a pop of iShowSpeed. Speaking of WWE, at number 4 is AJ Styles, a part of that newer set. Even though they have done an AJ Styles pop in the past, I really like the fact that they actually are capitalizing on certain moves, and that this is him in the middle of doing that phenomenal forearm. And I think that's a great idea for an AJ Styles Funko Pop. It's on the clear stand. He's doing that pose of doing that move. Very different from the other one, especially with the hair length, since it is more like of a soccer mom type of haircut now. Coming in at number 3 on my list for that month would be Dr. Doofenshmirtz from Phineas and Ferb. I think that they did an excellent job with this pop. Any of the 3 pops from that wave with Candace and I believe Vanessa could have made it, but obviously the one I'm most hyped about of that set would have to be Dr. Doofenshmirtz. And then number 2 and number 1 go side by side. They are practically from the same set, and you'll understand why, because coming in at number 2 and 1 are the Bullseye as Woody and Bullseye as Buzz Lightyear pops for Toy Story. This is a very unique collaboration and will be the first time I ever buy a pop of Bullseye, considering I don't really collect ad icons all that much. And I really love how they executed both these pops, where it's basically a basket as a ship for the Buzz Lightyear one, and they actually took the ball from the front of the Target stores and made it look like a horse for the Woody one. It's such a genius way to actually pull this off, not gonna lie, and I can't wait to add them to my collection at some point. And I guess for the May list, which I'm gonna have to record in June, let's do one of these types of transitions. And now we are back home from the Yukon territories, and now it's time for the May 2026 list. Kicking off at number 5, it is the limited edition Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story 5. Normally, Toy Story pops would be very high up on the list like we saw with April, but this is just yet another Buzz Lightyear, plus is a part of the limited edition program, limited to 3,500 pieces as a royalty. So it is going to be very hard to come by, especially because here in North America, the only way you've been able to get it is going going to the Disney stores in either Florida or California, and being from Canada, of course, we haven't gotten any of these. So it's going to be very hard to come by. Coming in at number 4 on my list is the Flocked Bluey from Bluey. I knew that one of the Bluey Pops had to make it on the list because this is going to be one of the most hyped sets of 2026, and it just makes sense that you might as well choose Bluey, and because there's a flocked one, you might as well choose the flocked. Flocking makes Pops so much better. Coming in at number 3 on my list, the 2-pack of Demolition for the WWE lineup. One of those tag teams in the WWE that is long overdue of getting some Funko Pops. They look pretty cool, and I believe they're metallic as well, so that's really nice with the attires that they actually wear to the ring. Coming in at number 2 is the Specialty Series exclusive Randall versus Boo. This is really awesome, especially because this actually marks the first time we have Randall for Monsters Inc. itself, besides the Monsters University pop that they first debuted him with, and then the Alien remix pops of Alien as Randall. And I actually like the more common version than the Chase variant, because I felt like they could have done a different colorway for the Chase. And coming in at number 1 on my list, Penta for the WWE lineup. That concludes the list, but stay tuned next week on the channel because I get to achieve a lifelong dream of mine, and that's doing a video at Canada's biggest mall, the West Edmonton Mall. So thanks for watching, and see you guys next week.